What's up, everybody? Welcome to Let 'em Play podcast, hosted by former Major League Baseball players Mike Cameron, Bill Hall, and myself, Darnell McDonald. Here at Let 'em Play, we share stories of our baseball journeys, and we hope that these stories inspire you to be the best baseball player that you can be. If you haven't already, make sure you check us out on Spotify, Apple, and YouTube. How about my guy? This is my walkout right here. That's what I'm walking out to. Future Hendricks, hold me down. Like Dad's holding them down out there in center field, man.
Yeah, man.
Ball fucking.
Yeah, ball hawking. They don't know nothing about that. I keep telling them about it. Real easy.
When I seen that just reminded me that day in Tampa. He out there shagging. He was running. He was doing just like that.
Yeah.
Put his head down. Go
get it, dog. So you gotta eat somehow.
Yeah, I was gonna tell DeMarlo that day. Put him in the lineup. Yeah. He was gonna get them things.
Unbelievable.
Before we even, I'm gonna say, oh man, rest in peace, Mike Bell, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Good dude, man. Good dude. Family, cool, man. It's a sad story. So, man, yeah, rest in peace. Condolences.
Yeah, man. I obviously, growing up with Buddy Bell as my, field coordinator, minor league coordinator, whatever. I got a chance to see the Bell boys a lot, man, and kind of knew them really well. So, I know that kind of hurt them right there because it, like we were just talking about it. You know what I'm saying? You were just talking about, Custy going over to see him or whatever, and for that to happen, man, it's kind of crazy, man. Life is crazy. Crazy.
Yeah, timing. Obviously it's sad news, but I got to see Jack because he was out here to see him, and I was happy for Jack and him that it came. It was perfect timing. You know what I'm saying? Like, shoot, if we've been any later,
day late,
see him off. So
yeah,
man. And we got, man, how what you got, man? How's your day? We got big league with by my man Gat.
Yeah.
Gat. So I'm at the helm. I can't wait to have your boy Gat. Fastest man in the world. I'm trying to talk to
Hey, didn't he jump a car or something too?
I heard that's the I was gonna say a rumor, myth, but I think he got video of it. So we're gonna have to we're gonna have to find the video, see if he got the video. And yeah, this dude like literally jumped over a car.
That's what's up. Yeah. Where he from? North Carolina? Wait.
I think the SIP, Mississippi.
Okay. Down in the SIP.
I remember. So when I was over with Tampa, he was in the big leagues, but that's the first thing people say that, Gat right. Oh, he jumped over a car.
that's how the first thing that came to my mind. Like, yo, I heard this guy jumped over a car. And so, yeah.
Wow. Have you ever heard that one before? Jumped over a car?
Nah, like literally jumped over a car. Like, sometimes they say, hey, he dumped on 3 people, or he did this, or right. Whatever it may be. Oh no, he hopped the car.
Man, congratulations to, I know you work with them boys over there with Seattle, and I've been checking out Trammell. I'm a fan.
T-Tram, man, he been banging on that thing, boy. But I told him I told him he need to get a new set of shoes though, because man, that boy, we call him crazy legs, because he always sliding, diving, tripping, and doing everything out there. So we call him crazy legs. But don't lose the bat, dog. Keep swinging that lumber like you do.
What would JD tell him though? JD, the prospect, dude. He's still a prospect. 2021 prospect.
2021 prospect. Have you heard of JD sighting lately? Nah, you ain't gonna find JD.
You gotta find
not at all.
I want JD
Drew.
Shit, D-Mac. D-Mac, what you talking about? D-Mac, man, how you bothering me, man? You know I don't do no stuff like this.
You know, I got 53 acres in Georgia. I got another 53 acres in Tennessee. And then the best on top of that, you got that story. Then you go to left-hander John Lester, his neighbor.
Yeah.
Lester.
Yeah, man.
He bought my plow.
You know, he's supposed to go hunting before he left, but you know, Lester, man, he had to go out there and train that arm. You know, I ain't playing no ball no more.
I bet you right now you put him in a game, he'll draw a walk right now.
Oh, no doubt about it. Just like I posted that video, Ichiro can hit no matter what. JD Drew can get a walk no matter when, where, softball game,
professional,
backfield, whatever it may be, all day.
Lion. So, hey, was that Ichiro video? Was that really? That was 100?
Oh yeah, like it's a new machine they got, and so it was whoever was pitching that day threw like that hard, so they set it up. You know, so when he throws 97. So it's throwing 97. So the machine, you know, in the cage can't be 60 foot 6 inches. So they had to like it, you know, because it got to be down off the slope. So he in there just banging. And I'm sitting there watching. I'm like, wow.
So I don't know.
Wow.
I think it was like the third or fourth swing. Like he had a linear.
Yeah, he was on it.
Linear.
He never gets frustrated. Like he just got in there and just started swinging. The ball, it ain't like it's straight, you know what I'm saying? Like it pitches like the pitcher is throwing that day. So he just started swinging, bang, foul a couple off, timing a little bit off, topped a couple. Next thing you know, I know it was gonna take long before he lined something up, because that's what he do, dog. That's what he do. Literally.
You ain't ever lying. Get hits. Remind me, the other person remind me, Manny Ramirez. I seen him do something, a similar thing.
Yeah.
100 miles an hour. And it was about the same amount of swings that he fouled like the first 2 or 3 off, and then barrel. Barrel.
Instant, bro. Instant offense.
Get
no
hit.
Matter what age is. Get a hit. Get a hit.
That's what Tony Boss say.
Hey.
A baseball player.
He baseball player for life. No doubt about that.
All your life, right?
Yep. Y'all already know it. Y'all already know it, dog. Unbelievable. Man, I tell you, I'm happy for T-Tram getting a chance to, because he told me first day of spring training, he's like, man, I'm getting tired of this, man. I'm ready to play in the big leagues. I said, you gonna do it today? Like you gonna do it this year? He's like, oh yeah. Shh. Hey man, he brought it to life. He spoke it.
This is his first time.
Yes.
Wait, this is first time in the show?
Yes. First time in the show. Opening day out of spring training. Salute. Exactly.
I know the feeling, man. That right there, he
cried.
He went and got it. He went and got that.
He cried, man. He cried, and they told him he cried, and then when they told him about it, he's like, "Who you gonna call?" He just broke down crying. So definitely good, man. I texted, but he didn't text me back. Now he big leaguing me already. Ain't got one day. Yeah,
that phone blowing up.
Yeah, man. I'm happy for the young brother, man. Good for him.
So that's good. Yeah. And Kyle Lewis, is he gonna be ready opening day?
I don't know. He got like a little bone bruise on his knee. I talked to the trainer today just to see how he was doing. And he told me that he's gonna be okay, but he don't miss like 4 or 5 days now. So, I guess it's kind of like up in the air, and we'll see how it goes. But it's hard to run out there and cover that land, boy. Everything ain't right with the legs.
Mm-hmm.
Got to get straight. If he doesn't,
Trammell, does he play? What position does Trammell play?
Trammell, I haven't been playing a lot of left and right, but he played like center some days or whatever with the days that KILLA wasn't playing. So I guess the last few days he's been playing center a lot. So, you know, hopefully that he can keep his feet together, because crazy legs, man. He go out there and do some stuff, boy. he can do some stuff with them legs. That's for sure.
Well,
But he can handle it though. He can handle it though.
you better make sure he's breathing out there.
Oh, good air too.
Breathing.
Good air right now.
Slow and you ain't lying. Slow and deep. As
Good
soon as
air.
you get to the yard, I hope you know what? Because someone asked me about the ballparks today, and I always forget about Seattle, and that's up there with one of my favorites. When it's half open and closed.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Nothing better than that.
Yeah, man. It's good air, bro.
Good air.
You know, real good. You breathe easy. It's real slow too.
You know why? That's they have a lot of filtration. They have a lot of trees out there. Those
are
filters.
Yes.
No?
Yes.
So it is that good air.
Yes. And you know, it's always kind of like got some moisture in the air because of so it's by the ocean and it rains a lot there. So there's a lot of moisture out there. So and it's kind of cool. So it really it's really good for your body. Look good for your lungs too.
That's why I don't understand why people are like, man, people that live there don't like living. I mean, how you not like living out there?
I guess because they don't see sun a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? Sun give you life for some reason. For most people.
True.
And when it's kind of rainy and drizzly all the time, they can kind of dampen the mood a little bit. But some people like that. That wetness.
You need the vitamin D, but at the same time, I don't know. I mean, I like trees.
Yeah.
Trees make me happy. And the sun.
Yeah.
I like the sun.
Yeah.
But that's why you got to enjoy the sun. It's like Chicago, summertime shy.
Yeah, summertime. Ain't nothing better than summertime shy.
Yeah, you deal with the winter.
Yeah.
So when summertime comes,
time's
rough. Summertime. Popping the water plugs.
Man, it's crazy.
What's your favorite stadium and city?
Man, for me, obviously Seattle is up there, but it ain't nothing like San Diego.
Yep. Right. You're right about that.
Man.
Lifetime contract out there.
Oh my goodness. It just like it's perfect. Like, you have your I guess not so perfect weather or whatever, where it's kind of gloomy, June gloom.
60?
But yeah, 66.
With a breeze?
66 with a breeze. You're right. You're right.
You can't even be mad when you wake up.
Nah, that's how it was, Like, I mean, I lived in La Jolla Village. I used to drive to the park every day. Came out the village, man. I'm like, man, the sun gonna come out right around about 1 o'clock. It started to burn off a little bit. Get the sun peek through. 72 and sunny, bro. Every single day.
KILLA.
Every day. I don't think I ever had a bad day out there.
I can see it now.
Man,
what was you riding to the stadium, man?
I think at that time, what was I driving? I think I was driving my at a CL 55.
I had that out there. For some reason, I pictured a Benz for some reason. And
you
just said a CL 55.
Yeah.
With a smile on your face every day.
All day long, bro. I used to, and I didn't go the highway all the time. I took the beach route. I took the beach route all the way in. I used to see people out there playing volleyball, softball, everything. When the summertime comes, it's like, man, this is amazing. It was so good that my first year out there, we had a family reunion out there because I was out there. So it was like really cool.
So beautiful, man. Beautiful. Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah. I mean, you got Coronado Island, which is.
Oh, yeah.
You ever been to Encinitas?
Yeah, Encinitas. Yeah.
Encinitas. Yeah, that's where you go get your mind right up there in Encinitas.
Yeah, it's a little north.
Really out there in San Diego, but Encinitas is
that's
like Holy Land, man.
the cliffs, the mountains. I mean,
Oh,
like
that's what I'm just overlooking. Like you're just
yeah,
overlooking water everywhere.
that's where Dave Roberts live at.
Good for him.
Yeah,
Good for
yeah.
him. What a
High
life.
rent, high rent district out there.
It ain't low.
That's for
Oh,
sure.
not when you waking up looking. Anytime you're looking over something, it
Yeah,
ain't low.
yeah, 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 dude. I tell you, I like in the summertime though, it's even like I mean the sun, like I used to live in these Italian villas that sat so up on a hill and it would kind of go down and so I could see the beach with the
Mm.
with the with the sun coming up like right out of the water. Like it seemed like the sun was coming out of the water, man. So
Right.
it's
Sunrise
unbelievable,
and
bro.
sunset's got to be off the chain.
Oh man, we never got to see the sunsets unless we're a day game, but man, when you did, unbelievable.
I mean,
Unbelievable.
I'm sure. I mean, sure you had an off day. I'm.
Yeah,
You wasn't
yeah.
just. You wasn't thinking about the sun then, or the
Nah,
sunset then.
nah, you know what? The first, so I live right in the La Jolla Village. And so I used to get up early on Sunday mornings and go to the market, the fresh market. It
Mm.
was right down the street. They used to have it at the school, at the elementary school there. So I used to walk to the fresh market before I went to the ballpark, just kind of get out, just like the people do, man. Everybody's happy out there. We get out there. Even the homeless people seem to be happy out in San Diego. It's crazy.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful place, man. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
I can't imagine. So I'm trying to think. Have they won anything out there?
No, not on no level. You know,
Chargers, Chargers,
nah,
Titans.
they lost. They lost they lost too. So
I'm just trying
I
to think
haven't.
what kind of fan base. 'Cause a
I
lot of
saw it.
what type of fans they have when you go to, when you win something.
Yeah, so when I went out there, like '05, they had went to the playoffs. I mean, like, yeah, so '05 they had went to the playoffs and they lost. And then, we kind of had like a nice little run going, because the place used to be packed. Like I played
Okay.
in San Diego when it was packed. '06, '07. I mean, it was packed
Was it
every day.
big? It looked big on TV. Was the
It's
field
not.
really
It
big?
was the field was really big, but now
Yeah.
they shortened it up or whatever. I mean, I don't know if you can see it now, but when I play center field, the kids used to be playing on the beach right out there behind center field. While the
You have like a
fans
blue baggy. Wasn't it like
used to, yeah, center
okay?
field. So center field had the baggy
Okay.
a little bit, but I know you talking about Jack Murphy, the old stadium. The
Oh,
baggy or whatever, but they had center field like a blue wall, and then it was like regular fence, like a regular fence, so you could see through it, whatever. So, and then right behind that, it had the beach right behind it, and so the people can sit right out behind Tony Gwynn's statue and just sit on the bank on the hill and just chill out over there, man. So it was
got the
special, man.
beach at the yard at the ballpark.
Yeah, the beach.
Come enjoy the beach and watch a game.
Yeah.
That's like what do you call that? Like an oxymoron. You're gonna be at the beach, but you're gonna watch a baseball game.
Yeah, yeah,
You're
yeah. They did that right.
supposed to be chilling at the beach.
Yeah, man. They did that one right, bro. They did that one right when they made that stadium. And it's even better now. They've moved the fences in a little bit. They kind of added some dimensions out in right field where it used to be really tough. To hit, it was really high and really tough over right field corner. Petco. That's what they call it. So,
Did you play?
but man.
And so, yeah, because we played there, but that's the new stadium, right? That's
Yes.
the shortened one a little bit.
Yeah. They shortened it. Yeah. It's. I mean, like it's one of the best places, bro. Like you got the old building they connected it to, the old warehouse building they connect to in left field, where they got like these suites come out of it and everything. The field level is like really like you're on the field level, like so the level behind home plate and just one level up is like right on the field. So it's kind of, and it's laid back instead of going straight up.
Deep.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What's that area called where the stadium's at?
Just downtown,
Oh, so
like
that's
downtown.
downtown then.
Literally right behind the lamp gaslight district. Gas lamp district, I think it's called. So, normally in San Diego, it used to be nothing downtown, but they rebuilt that whole thing. So then they got the gas lamp district down there. So it's just real nice. Real nice.
So you got downtown, and I'm saying in La Jolla, that's about 15, 20 minutes?
Yeah.
From
15
downtown?
minutes north. Yep. 15, 20. Always had the best ride going in. I didn't have a bad day. By the time I got to the ballpark, man, I was, most of the time, at that time, I was listening to Park a lot. So cruising down that thing, man, with the windows down. Yeah.
Feeling like
something. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
Something that what you just described to me, like shit, I got my mind right now, like just feeling that vibe.
Yeah.
Windows down.
Yeah.
Beach.
Yeah.
Good air. Rolling. CL
rolling. Yes, sir. It should be rolling like 500 beans. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Special.
Did that translate or affect like your play, like that vibe that you had?
Always, man. I felt like it. I've always liked to take that stroll in where I feel like there's a buffer between whatever is going on at home and the ride into the ballpark. I can create my own reality. I can visualize a game. I can replay the game already in my mind, just trying to get into a space mentally. So I'm able to, feel good about going into the ballpark. I don't think I ever had a bad day riding into the ballpark mentally. Getting there, I'm always, it's a fresh slate, good day, I replayed everything overnight on the ride home. So when I go in there, it's a new day. I'm going into there and understanding that, man, my mind's got to be like really clean and crisp, where I'm able to feed it positive vibes. Although I may be my last 5 for 35 or whatever it may be, I didn't know the difference, until I got to the ballpark. You start doing that. I didn't understand
that. Was a part of your process.
Yeah,
that was a part of your process, and that was your meditation. That was your meditation on the way to the field, getting in that zone. Did you ever feel like? Did you ever alter ego when you were playing? Like, okay, we got Mike Cameron, but when I get on the field, I'm,
KILLA. KILLA Cam. Oh yeah, KILLA Cam.
Which one? Who is KILLA Cam?
Cameron.
KILLA.
Yeah.
Vertical. But
man.
KILLA. That's where KILLA came from. KILLA.
Yeah.
Into that. On the way.
Yeah. Man, when I was in New York, I played that now in them big speakers in the ever. Ooh, cheesy. Oh my God. Doom, 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 doom. That was coming, dog. Like it's coming.
You're just waiting for that
KILLA. Yeah. And then in the background it goes KILLA Cam. KILLA Cam.
Was that your walkout at any time?
In New York. It was in New York. I specifically played in New York. Specifically because the locals. New York was totally different, man. New York was special. It was unique. It was a lot. It was a lot going on, and really, like the one thing that I think I learned in playing in New York is that I need to be able to have everything in order going in there, because everything is going 100 miles an hour. My drive into the ballpark was totally different in New York City than it was in San Diego. my whole mental approach was totally different. And that's like one of the biggest things that I think
When you
that
say
I
different, like,
learned.
what was different about it?
Well, I was just so more aware um, of everything that was going on around me, and it was happening so fast. Um, and I think the biggest thing is I felt, because coming from the West Coast and going and playing East Coast baseball,
Mm-hmm.
I felt like my dress rehearsal almost had to be perfect. And my dress rehearsal was like a protection. It was a protection mode going into knowing that, if you don't have your shit right in New York City, and they're gonna boo you to death, bro. They're gonna boo you to death. And I wasn't used to that. Although I've gotten booed before, but when you're at home, like it's kind of
A different beast.
yeah, it's a different beast.
That's a different, like, I don't think, and so yeah, you don't ever know what that's like until it happens. You know what I'm saying? What
Yeah.
that really feels like.
Yeah.
On the
Yeah.
field,
Yeah.
that's interesting that you, and so it was so your vibe was out there was more of a
Yeah, man. Like it was like
protection mechanism.
yes. I enjoyed it. New York, it was electric. Everything was electric about playing in New York City, but I didn't need electric. I needed to be, my mind to be kind of like, kind of level off. I need to be prepared for any and all things or whatever. So, I couldn't, if when I'm, jolly, if I'm all electric and everything else, I may miss something that's unique and important for myself in that day. I felt like when I was playing in New York and Boston made me feel like I gotta have my shit right. Every time I go here.
Yeah, that's interesting, and
Yeah.
that's interesting that
Yeah.
like the different like places and like demographic places make you feel a certain way, right? Like saying like even like going on vacation, LA has a vibe, Chicago. So what would you say? Okay, you got San Diego, New York, Boston, the East Coast, and then what about Chicago? Where does that land?
Chicago was cool. Chicago was cool. I felt like, Chicago for me was, me growing up as a country boy and being there really young. I was wide-eyed. I was vibrant. I was enjoying, like, man, like I'm living downtown Chicago. I'm about to go play the game. So that was a sense of like pride of being grateful, just for the opportunity. I couldn't wait to get to the ballpark. No matter how, was it going well or whatever, I was eager for the next day, just like eager for it and saying like, man, like I'm finally here doing this. I'm downtown Chicago. I'm driving my truck to the yard. The traffic was horrendous, but I enjoyed it. Once I learned how to maneuver around there, like I was real cool. Like I used to go into the hood over there and on the south side, and little did I know, stop picking up food, everything else, right? Before I go to the ballpark. Too. Yeah, man. Yeah. There's like, yo, the security guard's like, yo, you don't need to be going over there. I'm like, man, I'm good. And it's like, nah, you don't need to be going over there.
That's funny. Man. Yeah, that's funny that and that's Chicago, like literally, like you can drive 5-10 minutes, and when they say like no, you don't need no, that's people from there telling you like don't go over there.
Yeah.
Same thing. It's like you don't. There should be. Like someone to come in and talk to you about these things. Like they're like, especially in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Like you get someone like myself. I'm from Denver, Colorado. You got to. Like, I'm walking everywhere. I'm walking everywhere.
Yeah.
I couldn't even imagine driving in New York and really Chicago to the field every day. That's you got to focus too much. Like you're taking an Uber or
there were no Ubers back then. Get a taxi.
Taxi might take, who knows how long that taxi. But anyway, like
that is true.
That's just too, like for me, like Like that wouldn't.
Yeah.
I know that wouldn't work for me. That's too much stuff going on.
Like no, like in New York. So in order for me to feel comfortable where I was, where I was living at and everything that was going on, most people who play for New York live in like Long Island and around that area, around over there by the airport area, whatever. Dude, I chose to live an hour away, basically, through traffic and everything. I used to go by Yankee Stadium to go to my house. I used to stay in Jersey. But
you were driving an hour both
pretty
ways.
Much 45 minutes. Yeah, 45 minutes. And if you missed the traffic, if you missed like your time, like if you miss a exit or something like that, it was over.
Right?
But I learned the grid though.
It's different out there. It ain't no like
next
extra mile. No, that might be like 10, 15 miles.
Yeah. Like when you miss the exit, the grid, everything is a grid in New York City. So once I learned the grid on the east side and west side, I learned all that stuff, just by getting out and doing it. And my first couple of weeks, I had a driver named Alex. And he kind of like showed me, it's like, this is how this goes, this what time this kind of pop off, all that kind of stuff like that. And I was staying downtown till the house got ready. And he's like, you're gonna be out in Jersey, so you're gonna come on the Palisades Parkway, and you're gonna go over the GW Bridge, and you're gonna either go this way, or you can go straight, or you can go down through Triborough, you can go down through like Harlem. I used to go down Harlem. I used to ride by Rucker Park every day. So, just kind of down the on the east side highway, that the one that Jay-Z be talking about all the time, cruising down the west. Oh, they call it on the west side highway, but I was on the east side highway and going downtown and experiencing it.
Did you watch the Biggie documentary?
I haven't seen it all yet. They're
talking about the kind of the different vibes in New York, the different boroughs, the different vibes that they have. Bed-Stuy. I think. Diddy was from Harlem. He said, you go to bed, you're gonna get robbed. You go to Bed-Stuy. So go over there, like
like you did. Like I didn't like ride through streets. I didn't ride through streets and stuff like that. I made sure that I stuck to what I learned, what the guys there from New York told me. Like Harlem, you're good. You know what I'm saying? You can go, that's where the people at. You know what I'm saying? Like that's, the people sometimes can be grimy or whatever, but the Harlem Shake. Literally. But I got a chance to understand what it was all about, riding through there, understanding how to move, how to do all that kind of stuff like that. But yeah, it's different. Like
it's a concrete jungle, baby.
Concrete jungle for real. Like it would have been perfect if I was playing for the Yankees, because I would have been like 15 minutes away from the house. I literally live around the corner from CC, where he lives at right now. Okay.
And so how far is Yankee Stadium from it's Shea still? Is it still Shea?
It's Citizen. I don't know what it is called. No, Shea was the old stadium. I played the old stadium.
So I didn't play at the old one, I don't think.
Ever. Yeah, bro. The old Shea. That's what they call it. Shea. She ain't much, but she's home, boys. the grounds crew used to have a garden in the outfield. It was, man, it was crazy. But it was just like I played in both of them, but as a visitor in the new one, but playing in Shea Stadium, like, man, our team wasn't that good, but we had stretches. But that next year when we got Pedro, Carlos Beltran in 2005, man, it was wild. Like it was electric.
How did it feel? Did you ever feel, because you think of like the Mets that's like the little brother, right? Like,
yeah.
Little brother of the Yankees. Did it feel like that playing there?
Oh yeah.
Or no?
I mean,
They got a lot of
yeah.
Yankees do have a lot of Mets fans though.
That originally a lot of people are Mets fans. A lot of people are Mets fans, like big Mets fans for some reason. I didn't know Curtis Granderson said that too, and I didn't realize that. And I was like, you know
Coming
what?
to America. That's why he had
Yeah,
the
you're
Mets,
right.
with the Mets
Yeah,
jacket on.
yeah,
But yeah, that's what
yeah.
I find a lot of people are Mets fans, but I never like I always wondered how it felt playing for the
To be a
Mets
Met, yeah.
in New York. A lot of times people think they got it's the Yanks.
Nah, man, you know, the Yankees just won all the time. You know what I'm saying? The
Right.
Mets had a trouble winning, but everybody wants to pull for the Mets. But they, you know, it just seemed like from the top, they kept screwing it up, kept all these scandals and all this other kind of crazy stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? Like it was
Couldn't get
crazy,
right.
dude.
Couldn't quite.
Yeah.
They had some good runs though. There's some
Yeah.
ballers over there too.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah. Like it was unique because if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have got a chance to go with Piazza to see Prince at the like Radio City Hall, you know, Radio
Wow.
City Music Hall, you know, that kind of stuff like that. So that was like
Big time.
yeah, man, the uniqueness of all of that stuff is in New York City, the
Legends.
access. Yeah, yeah. I mean, you may pop up in the bar and you may be maybe right there next to Lenny Kravitz, you know what I'm saying? So that's the type of stuff that be going down like that.
Lenny might be right next to the president, anyone. Like
Yeah,
like just
yeah,
walking down the street. Like you
yeah,
know, like I think that's the beauty of it.
yeah,
Also,
yeah. The concrete jungle, it's special.
what about
It's
when them
definitely special.
socks? What about when them socks go out there to NY?
Oh, that's totally different. And they ain't even go on the other side of town. You know, they ain't go to Queens. You know, this is in the Bronx. You know, the boogie down. You know, that's a love-hate relationship right now.
Yes.
That's a love-hate relationship.
Oh
Like
man.
I ain't never the anger that the people had used to have for that right there. I'm just like, and Big Poppy feasted off of that. He feasted off of all of that energy, man. It's crazy for years.
He wasn't leaving NY without a homer.
Oh, every time. Every time. They love to hate this dude.
Ain't no
They
pimp it.
love.
What
They
about
love.
hey when he did this one here?
Sling it back to the dugout.
Come on, bro. Like, to the point, like you're like, yeah. Nah, did he really just do that? Like, here, come get this.
Oh man, turn your back to the pitch and flip it back to the dugout.
Here. That's when it all started, I think.
Oh my God.
Let the kids play.
All the time.
I think he might have hit 2 that game. Matter of fact. I think he might hit 2.
I don't ever recall him having a bad game in New York City.
Right.
I
Yeah.
don't recall it.
Yeah,
It didn't matter.
Mariano. But for you, it was the White Sox. You played the White Sox,
all the time.
the White Sox.
All the time, bro. All the time. All the time. Every day since I left that place. Every day. And Kenny used to tell me all the time, like, man, take it easy on saying, for what? For what? For what, man?
Oh, amazing how like you can turn up your level of focus to that extent, right? Like I mean, I always imagine like, man, if I done this like every time, like, but it's intense, you know what I'm saying? It's tough to sustain that, but you like, yeah, I'm coming to tear y'all asses up.
Yeah, every time, bro. Like I could feel it on the schedule. I could feel it on the schedule, bro. Like I could feel it when they came up. I already knew what was going on. You know, I already knew how it was gonna go down.
I can't wait to hear. I got to get your thoughts on this right here. Right, gotta get your thoughts. So, you know, I saw that there was something about Adam Jones. I hope he gets a chance to come back and play with the USA team.
Yeah,
because he's a what do I want to say, man? Like when you think of that USA baseball in that game when he robbed the ball.
Yeah,
in that situation, I mean that's one of the most unbelievable plays to
win the game.
Yeah, man.
Or to save the game or something.
Saved it. Yep. But I said,
in his hometown.
that's another thing. In your hometown, in San Diego. That's right.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, like, what do you think about for the WBC? They have, the different countries, Dominican, Venezuela, and such, so on and so forth, right? If they had a Negro League team celebrate the 100 years of the Negro League, I had some responses, people saying it's racist, this and that. It's not about racist or anything like that. Same thing when, say, Molina goes and plays for Puerto Rico, he comes back and plays back with his team.
Yeah.
Thing. So to be able to play with a team, a Negro League team, what are your thoughts on that?
I'm surprised, excuse me, that you didn't talk to Jerry Manuel about that, because Jerry Manuel was the one who brought it to the, to everyone's attention. And I think it's a brilliant idea, because if you want to be able to get the young Afro-American guys to pay attention to the game in a way where it's star-studded in that matter, where the focus is centrally focused on 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 teams or whatever, and to have an all Black Afro-American team in that thing like that. Oh man, you're talking about swagged out. You're talking about talking.
I'm
going.
Music. I'm going. Yeah.
No doubt. Like that's
I'm going. Or I want. However, you want me to, I'll be the clubby. It don't matter. But yeah, I want to see that. And that when you talk about even the young players, like even it's beyond the player. You know how many people would watch that? Like just think about just people in your family that probably ain't watched baseball. They're gonna
generations
just to watch that.
Generations, uncles, granddaddies, all of that gonna be locked in and loaded into that right there, because now you got all these young stars to playing together and they brothers. I mean, it's hard enough to get 3 or 4 on the same team together in the league itself, to have 25, 30 guys on there. I mean, I guarantee you every brother I know will sign up on that thing quickly.
So you got,
I want to be the first. I just want to be the first base coach.
Right? That's, what I'm saying. Jerry Manuel, Dusty, manager, bench coach.
Man,
who's your hitting coach?
Hey man, we had to pull Reggie Smith out of retirement for this one. Or some of the young guys. Let's see who can do it now. Let's see. I mean, there you go. And look, nowadays you get 2 hitting coaches, so you have a hitting coach and an assistant hitting coach, and maybe another coach. I mean, so, that would be. I mean, can you imagine a guy like Willie Mays and them being able to see some stuff like that? Some of the guys that played in the 60s and the 70s, they get a chance to see that come back again. Like, man, how special would that be, bro? The ratings, being able to see this stuff will be unbelievable. Unbelievable.
We need someone to talk to. I'm gonna say Mr. Rob Manfred. And when are they having a WBC? So even my thing is,
the WBC will be next year, right? Every 4 years. So maybe, we didn't have it last year. Yeah.
So just have it this year, September, like shortened season, played in September instead of all those, a lot of those meaningless games you play in September. Play the WBC.
Yeah.
That's going to get you playoff ready anyway. You guys going to the playoffs.
They're not going to do that, though. Not in September, because they feel like that's the time that people really start watching baseball,
Exactly. Right before the playoffs.
Yeah, but like
that is the playoff.
The teams, I don't think the teams would want their players, going into that like that. But like you got a good point there, because most guys, when their seasons are pretty much over, guys are getting ready for winter ball. You know what I'm saying? Or getting ready for instruction or getting
You
ready
mean to tell
for.
me? So I was watching the game. Adam made the catch. That game, I mean, that's more hype than the Orioles game. Like that's,
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, to
You're
be
right.
honest with you, you know
You're
what
right.
I'm saying? Like when we talking about growing the game, getting the fans involved. Like I get it, man. Like as a team, like man, you guys leaving, guys
Yeah.
get hurt at any time. They get hurt
That
before
is
the
true.
season, whatever.
That
Like
is true.
it would be a better brand. Like guys would be in shape already. They'd be in baseball shape, and it's gonna be good
True.
baseball. It's gonna be good baseball.
All day. All day. All day long. You know.
Some people feel that it's we're going segregation. Like it's about segregation. You can't do
No,
that.
I mean, I don't understand, but you can go, we can have Team Italy, we can have, you know, um, like
Don't they have a Jewish team?
the
Israel?
Jewish team. Yes, Israel got a team, and guys are on that squad there. I'm like, why not team Afro American? You can be from whatever country, you know what I'm saying? But
Negro League. It's a Negro League team, man.
yeah,
I mean, I don't
yeah.
whatever you want to call it.
I literally think that it's like one of the best ideas that we can possibly have. You know,
I know
I mean,
when Jerry mentioned that and that, like, yeah, and it's an unbelievable idea.
yeah, yeah. Like if you really want to spark some interest in the young kids today that don't really have don't have the same interest as the hardcore baseball guys, like they're gonna look at that like it's the All-Star game, like it's the
Mhm.
NBA All-Star game. And then you're talking about generations who like, man, they put together somewhere they got all black squad. I already see it now. They're like, oh yeah, we're gonna have to watch that. I mean, that's barbershop news right there, bro.
Barbershop news. You gonna have like I was listening to Future before we got on here. You heard that Future hold me down. You gonna have Future. You gonna have all these guys, people. They're gonna come.
Yeah,
Game, man.
man.
I'm talking
Yeah,
about
yeah.
like the
Even
NBA
people who
All
don't want,
Star game. It's gonna be up there with the NBA All Star.
even people who don't like artists, musicians, just different people who don't really go hardcore with baseball would be interested in something like this because it just you don't that don't happen. It just don't happen. We never got a chance to do that. Like they just don't let that happen like that.
It's
So
time. I'm just feeling it. I hope it can happen. I'm seeing, this movement and things like, the recognizing the Negro Leagues and what other way to recognize the Negro Leagues than having a Negro League team.
yeah, so I think the closest thing that we get to is looking like that. And it ain't even, I'm just kind of unilaterally using the term like Team Dominican. You see how they be live and just getting it. Just imagine that look of
Yeah.
what it looks like on Team Dominican, and it would be all Americans or
So that's the
whatever.
thing. Like if you've ever played winter ball, you'd understand. Like
Yes.
depending on where you go, it's a different brand of baseball.
Yeah.
I'm saying
Uh,
it's a
oh
different
yeah.
brand. It's a different, you know, again, it's still baseball, but there's a style to the baseball they're playing based on where you come from.
Yep.
Just like
True.
there's a style of your dress, how you
Yeah.
dress, how you talk, all that stuff. So
Easy.
I would love to see it, man.
Man, can you imagine? And so to get the knowledge and the wealth of everyone who want to be a part of something like that, how enriched it would be, because I'm sure, like we're sitting here talking about it, there are thousands and millions of people who are like, man, I would love to be a part of that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because we know that if it does happen, it's probably going to happen like one time, if that's the case, if they allow it to happen like that. So
I'm getting a jersey either way. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
like,
man,
I'm getting a
everything.
jersey, I'm getting a hat. Like,
everything.
Think about it.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah, bro. That would be just unbelievable. Unbelievable.
So,
Yeah.
What you got, man, on who you think with these teams this year? I know you with Seattle.
Yeah, I mean,
the Seattle playoff team. Yeah.
I don't right out the gate. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. I still think that Houston is at the front of the line in the American League West. I do think that there's an opportunity for my Mariners to be able to take some steps. I don't know how close they're gonna get. You're playing against the National League East this year, so that's gonna be kind of tough. But obviously, you make your hay. You make your hay in your own division, and I still think that once again, I think Houston's at the top of the food chain. I think the Angels are really improved.
Don't sleep on Anaheim now. What you?
Yeah, I just said, like I wouldn't, because they do have some real, like they got 4 or 5 or 6 dudes in their lineup. They're professional hitters.
And then imagine if they're all hot at the same time. You gotta go through that lineup 3 times.
Yeah, that ain't.
I seen them today just shoot some stuff. Ian Snell the other way. Like, man, professional hitters.